Hi, this is Shirley from Shirley's World Vlog. This is going to be sort of like a day in the life of, because this morning I went to the bank, and then I went and stopped at that little garden center that I told you about. The new one I haven't been in. It's not new, it's new to me because I've never stopped there before. It's very close on the way to town, and it is so nice. I forgot completely about videotaping while I was in there. Next time I go, I'm going to really try to remember, because it is so nice. They have so much inventory. They have everything from little tiny plant starters to trees and bushes and landscaping. Lots of roses, which I'm glad to see because I need a couple rose bushes. So I just got a few vegetable plants, and let me take you over here and show you what I got. I'm just keeping them here sort of in the shade. I watered them. I don't want them to get too hot before I put them in the ground. But I got, let's see here. I got a little eggplant. These are two, well, there's three of them in there. Yeah, it's three. Most of them are two. This is a little fingers, I think it's called, eggplant. This is a regular cucumber, I think. Yeah, this is a regular cucumber, but I did find the little pickling cucumbers here somewhere. Let me go down the line here. I should have. I got some red onions to plant. And this is acorn squash. I love acorn squash. It's my favorite squash. So we'll see if that grows. Here's some sweet banana peppers, one of my favorite little peppers. Two of those. And what is this? Here's the pickling cucumbers. I'm so glad I found these. Nobody else had them. These are the little tiny cucumbers that you can make little pickles out of. And I like to do the bread and butter, refrigerator bread and butter pickles, which are my favorite. So yeah, got those. And what else did I get here? I think I got some regular bell peppers. They didn't have any red or yellow, they just had the green left. And I found some potato slips, little sweet potatoes. So I'm gonna try and put those in one of the grow bags and see what we get. I'll try one in a grow bag and one in the ground. I still didn't find any seed potatoes, but I just may use one of my potatoes that's getting some eyes on. So I have to take these out front when I plan on planting, which isn't going to be today. My potting bench up back here. Let me go around and show you this. I have a little potting bench here. It's been sitting in this same position for quite a few years, and I thought I could just roll it over and put it sort of at the side of the garage, because right now I have to go through the garage and come out here because this is all blocked, because this is where my chicken coop is. And there's one of the girls. So I want to move this so it's more convenient, because I have the hose here and everything, and it would be very convenient to have everything in one place. I would do more potting here. I tried to move it, I can't budge it, so maybe tomorrow when Samantha comes, she can help me move this. Might as well say hello to the girls while we're here. This is Coco. She's a black copper Marin. And when she was younger, she would lay really dark chocolate covered eggs. But she's sort of lost a little bit of her coloring for the eggs, and her eggs are just sort of tan now. They're brown, but they're not real dark brown anymore. And out here is Susie. I only have 2 chickens left. And there's Susie. Hi, Susie. So those are my girls. I only have 2. Sort of sad, but I think I'm too old to deal with getting all new chicks. Okay. To deal with the problem of the cucumbers and how they spread all over the place, my handyman got this fencing down from the rafters, and I'm going to try to make a hoop or a just a little thing to lean against the fence for the cucumbers to crawl on. So I don't have a what you call a wire cutter, but he did find this pair of bolt cutters. He says that'll work really well. So we'll see. I'm going to take you through the garden again, and I'll show you, because I haven't been out here today either. So who knows what's left. The last 2 days I've come out here, I've had a missing plant of some sort, because I don't know if it's the rabbits or if the deer are getting in here. My little foxglove plant is doing well, growing out of the crack of the bricks. I brought my shovel out here because I have to clear dirt off the rest of the bricks here. So that's another job I have to do. I have to cut this hedge. This is a boxwood. Very easy to trim if you had a trimmer. Mine died years ago, and I wanted my son to bring his out here, but instead of that, we got on the phone together today, and he showed me which one I should order from Amazon. So I have one on the way. It's a brand I've never heard of, but it should work. So that has to be trimmed so you can walk through here a little easier. Okay, so far I planted my 2 tomato plants. I decided to put them in the ground instead of in the grow bag. I'm not sure why, but I had these tomato cages, and yesterday I stuck them in the ground, and luckily they're still there. This is the little Super 100 sweet little cherry tomatoes. And then I have a beefsteak tomato there with its companion little basil. Now evidently the bunny or the deer don't like basil, because it's still there this morning. So yay, I didn't lose that. So let me show you across the way here. My parsley there twice it was pulled out of the ground. So I've stuck it back in and watered the heck out of it. And it's still there this morning. So evidently the bunnies or the deer weren't here last evening. The dill is completely gone. They just took it away or ate it down to nothing. The rest of my herbs, of course, are perennial, and they're older and they're doing fine. So I have all my things out here to do my gardening, but I still have more things to plant besides the things that I just bought. I also have a zucchini plant here and a butternut squash. Everything I bought actually is gonna vine all over the place, so I better get busy on that fencing stuff. So there's my garden as it stands at the moment. Things are looking a little droopy, so I think because they're not used to this warm weather. It's in the 70s today, feels wonderful, but I think I need to sprinkle out here. I need to put the water on some of these plants. I wanted to show you this pretty catmint. It's on the other side of the fence, I'll show you. It's so pretty right now. It's blooming. This purple is a type of a mint, but it's catmint. It's not spearmint, it's not peppermint. It's called catmint, and it has beautiful purple flowers this time of year. So here we are on the other side of the fence. The catmint is beautiful, and these foxglove right here are white. And my lupine is blooming. And I looked up this plant that's coming up right here, and that's a butterfly bush. So yay, it came back. I still haven't figured out the name of this. Then there's something growing in front of it. That looks like something too, but I have to look it up. But let's go look at my foxglove over here. See, it's looking a little droopy. I have to get the water out. But yes, beautiful foxglove. One of my favorite plants. A cottage garden isn't complete until you have foxglove in it. The Kim lilac bush is just about ready to be done with. But I have some wild mock orange, and it smells wonderful right now. I have some over here, and then across the driveway, some over there. And it has a beautiful scent. It's very windy out here. You're probably going to hear the wind. So I'm back by the back door. I'm going to go in, and I need to photograph some things for eBay or for my reselling and get them into my drafts. And I haven't listed yet today. I have sold 2 items so far on eBay. So, yeah. So the day continues of all different kinds of things. So I'm in here now photographing things for eBay and Poshmark. I can't show you that because I'm using my camera, and I use my camera as my camera for photographing. So You just have to pretend I'm showing you this. Time to clean up the kitchen a little bit. I have dishes in the sink. I have to put in the dishwasher. So that's what this is about. This morning I had oatmeal instead of cream of wheat, but I used to eat oatmeal every single morning for years, but actually I've come to like the cream of wheat better. I forgot to tell you that this morning, I can get the window out of the background here. This morning, I looked out the window at my bird feeders, and I had a pileated woodpecker hanging upside down on my suet feeder. Now, that's the biggest woodpecker that there is. They are like a foot. They're a foot in length. They're very big. It's the one that Woody with the woodpecker was fashioned after. Has that thing on its head, like Woody Woodpecker. It's very big, so it was hard for this bird to hang on to that suet feeder. But he hung on for quite a while, and I did get some pictures, which I will insert here. Okay, I'm at the computer, and I'm going to list my 3 things for the day. I haven't done that yet. And after that, I'll put it on eBay and then flip it over to Poshmark also. After that, I think I'll just go sit down because I haven't had a chance to work on my puzzle for the last few days. It just seems every time I turn around, there's something else to do. And especially trying to start this garden. I want to get it in, and we have today through Thursday, I think, and then I think it's going to rain Friday. So I want to make sure I get everything in the ground by the time the rains come. Yeah, so I'm going to be listing those few things, and I think I'll be done. I've been watching a movie on Prime Movies called The Other Sister, and the last episode of the last series is on tonight. I saved it so I'd have something to watch tonight. So I usually get around to watching a movie not till like 9:30 or 10 at night, so it'll just be one episode, which is fine. Yeah, so that's my day today. It's been a busy day, from going to the bank early this morning to the garden center and planting and all that stuff, listing, photographing. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.